Hello, my Yarnie friends. I'm Sara Sach. Welcome back to my and our crochet channel. I always say it's ours because I can't do this without all of you. Well, I started 1 minute early. I wanted to make sure everything was, hunky-dory so that everything would start right, and it did. It's so good to see all of you here today. I see all of your name. Oops, excuse me. I just hit my coffee. I see all of your names showing up, and I love that. I love seeing new names and old names and all the names. Well, it's been an interesting week around here. It has been so beautiful. The weather has just been gorgeous. We had like a nice rain on Saturday morning that was just soft and watered the grass, but it wasn't windy or blowy. Is that a word? Blowy? And then it's just, today I got up, it was 58 degrees outside. It's just gorgeous. High supposed to be 74. I think we finally hit some fall weather. And I'm really, really ready for fall. I have to tell you a funny secret. The Christmas tree I had for like 12 years was a 9-foot tall Christmas tree. And we've always had really tall ceilings. And this house does too. But when I got it out this last Christmas, it was just falling apart. It was flocked. It had berries and pine cones. And it was a beautiful tree, but it had seen its day. So we got rid of it. And I ordered a new tree off of the Amazon day. And I got this like $189 tree for 79 bucks. Woohoo! But I only got a 6-foot tree this year. I just don't need that great big tree. Plus, it's really hard to put together. Anywho, it's sitting out there in my entryway because I want to put it up right now. I have this friend that lives in Tulsa that her daughters grew up with my daughters, and she keeps a tree up in her house all year round. She changes the decorations. It sits in the corner of her dining room. And it's about, I want to say it's about a 5-foot tree. But she changes it out every single year, and I just love it. Oh, we need to clink in. And I was so excited because I have this old coffee cup, and I've had it for a lot of years. You can see it's really old. It's even chipped down here. But I couldn't find it this morning, and I love this cup. And I've had it as long as I can remember. And I found it this morning. I was looking everywhere, and I thought, look under the hutch. So I opened the door, and there it is, sitting right there. Exactly where I put it. Well, I'm clinking in actually with coffee, yeah. But I've got peppermint chocolate creamer that's sugar-free. Such good coffee. It's just Aldi's regular coffee, but isn't that the cutest cup? It has like a 50s vibe, doesn't it? I have no idea where I got it or where it came from. I probably got it out of my mom's cabinet. I probably asked her, can I have that? And then I never gave it back to her. And when she went to heaven, I just kept it. I'm not giving it to my sisters. I would if they really wanted it. Alrighty, so I have a couple things I want to say right off, and then we're going to go into the giveaway. Now, a lot of you were talking about the community tab here on YouTube. So it's all set up on my blog, my YouTube page, or whatever you call it, channel. And you're right, Nicole. The cup does make the coffee taste better and tasty. But anyway, I saw that. I was like, she's right. But anyway, it's all set up. So all you have to do is go to my YouTube channel, and at the top it'll say community, that tab, and you can click on it and you can post a picture now. Okay? Although I'll see the picture first to make sure it's appropriate. But I've got that all set up now so you can do that. I think it only works on the phones right now though. So I don't know if you're using like a computer or a tablet or an iPad. I love my iPad. I get a new one every couple of years because it won't update anymore. But I just thought I'd let you know that because we always talk about, we want to show pictures of what we made. Especially, I mean, you can always post them on our Facebook group. That's Coffee and Crochet with Sara Facebook group. Just a reminder, in order to get into our group on Facebook, you have to answer those 3 questions. Because we need to make sure you're a real person. Alrighty, I wanted to share that with you. And then I'm going to talk about a couple of jokes. These jokes were sent to me from Lisa. You all know her. She's on here all the time. Okay. There's 2. They're alpaca jokes. Because, you get really good yarn off alpaca. Which, when I lived in Parker, there was a lady that lived right across the street from me. Well, not right across. 5 acres up. But, she had alpacas, and she used to make the wool with it. She said, one of these days I'm going to teach you how to do it. And I just never got around to doing it. All right, back to the jokes. Ready? Now, I don't do the punchlines very good, so pretend that I do and give me smiley faces, okay? All right, you ready? Why couldn't the alpaca see? Anybody know? Someone pulled the wool over her eyes. Bum, bum, bum. What was that? Ba-bump chink. Yeah, that one wasn't very good. Yeah, it was. It was super funny. I liked it. Alrighty. Now, the second question. Not question. Joke. I guess it is kind of a question. Thank you for the smiley faces. You guys are the best. Okay. What do alpacas say when they're going on vacation? Well, I got 2 different answers on this one because Lisa sent this to me and then I had somebody else send me the same one. So one of them said, alpaca bag. Alpaca bag. The other one said, I'll pack my bag with some yarn. They're both correct, by the way, because there are no wrong answers. Those are so cute. I just love what you call dad jokes, I guess. I just love them. I love telling these to my grandkids, and they're always telling me knock jokes that don't make any sense. Like, hey, Oma, knock, and I'll say, who's there? And they'll say, spaghetti. And I'll say, spaghetti who? Can you make some? We're hungry. I guess that one kind of made sense, didn't it? Oh, I'm not the greatest baker, but I can cook a pot of spaghetti. Okay. All right. So I told you about the community post pics. And then, okay. Now, before we talk about who the winner is, and I am waiting a couple of minutes because I want to make sure everybody's in here. Okay. All right. So, I do have a shout out for you today. Her name is Jacki. Her YouTube channel is called Works of Whimsy Crochet. And she really does do Works of Whimsy. This is what she says on her YouTube channel. I help yarn-loving women overcome knowledge barriers when it comes to learning to crochet and operating a crochet business by providing fun, educational, and inspirational crochet-related content. I'm here. I'm Jacki, your newest yarn-loving BFF. I think that's cute, don't you? And I really enjoyed her videos. I love her attitude and the way she talks and communicates and things. I really like her, okay? So, you know what to do. Go send her some crochet love. Ring the bell. Subscribe, like, and remember the new one, hype. And it's Works of Whimsy Crochet by Jacki. And again, her YouTube link is underneath this video in that description box. Okay? Yeah, go show her some love and tell her I sent you. All right, are we ready now? Do we have some drum rolls? Oh, look at me. I forgot the drum again. The drum is sitting right there in my husband's music room, and the drumsticks are right next to it because I asked him about it a couple of days ago, and I forgot to grab the drum. So I guess I'll drum here. I'm not very good at drumming anyway, but it would be fun. One of these days, I'm going to remember that drum. Okay. Now, just a quick reminder what the giveaway is. You're going to get this kit with I almost said snowman. That is a ghost. And you're going to get the pumpkin kit too. This is a nice size pumpkin, by the way, because I made this one here because I have one that's like an off-whitey beige, and I made that one last year, okay? So the winner is going to get both these kits. These are from Aldi, by the way. I bought them at Aldi. I bought these this time just because I wanted you to have them because I love them. Okay. Thank you, Nicole. All right. Now, you ready for the winner's name? I have been looking, but not real good. So if you see your name or you're here, our winner's name, and where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's right here in the center of my paper notes, my notes. Her name is Joanne Thompson. JoannThompson. Joanne Thompson. So if you know her or you're here, congratulate her. And Joanne, I have a new way for you to contact me now. Under my videos now, I just put my email address. You don't have to go look for me on Facebook. And I'm going to be closing off my my website. Now, don't get confused. I'm not closing my blog. That'll always be there. But the website. Because the website cost me $500 a year and I'm not really using it. And I could use that to buy yarn, right? Okay. So, underneath this video, down under in that description box, it'll say contact info. And the very first thing it says is email address. Just copy and paste the email and send me an email. Because remember, I can't go find you. I don't know where all of you are. So you have to contact me, okay? I need your shipping address. And if you email me, I'll have your email address. And I'll be able to send you the... what do you call that? So you can keep track of it. Oh, the tracking number. Yes. All right. Now, I really like it when you contact me quickly. Last month, I was contacted on that same, I think it was the same day, and I got it out the next day on Wednesday. I love to get them out quickly. Because I like to know that you get them, you know. And then once you contact me back and say, I got my gift or my box or whatever, then I just delete your email. I don't do anything with it. It's gone. Okay? Alrighty. So, Joanne Thompson, you just won our 2 kits. These make great gifts too. And if you're like me and you wanted to sit on Halloween with all the kids running around, you can sit and crochet while you're answering the door. Okay, I'm going to put these down here in that container. All right, let's see. There was something else I wanted to tell you about before we get into everything. Okay, before I tell you about what we did this week, I have a real quick thing I want to show you from Premier because this is really cool. They made some new yarn that is recycled. I haven't gotten any yet, but it's very inexpensive and reasonable. And I brought it up, and this will just take a second. I'm not going to talk very long about it, but I want to show it to you. I'm going to put it over here real quick. This is what it's called. It's called RE-PLY. It's $2.49, and I think it's 3.5 ounces. Let me look. 3.5 ounces. It is a DK weight, a 3. Let me make sure. Yeah, a lightweight 3, and it has all these colors, beautiful colors. Okay, so what's it made out of, right? I found this very interesting, okay? It's 50% recycled acrylic, 30% recycled cotton, and 20% recycled polyester. Those are 3 really great things put together because this will make a nice blanket, a nice scarf, a nice hat. I think it'd even make a really nice baby blanket because it would have the stability of the acrylic and the softness of the polyester, and then it would have the cotton in there so it wouldn't be too hot. Don't you think? But look at these beautiful colors. They've got pastels, and I know you can't really see them that well, but they've got pastels and dark colors. I mean, these are great colors. Go ahead if you want to and click my link that's underneath this video because you can go over there and look at them up close. But I wanted to tell you about that because I think it's just a really neat thing. Oh, the blanket behind me. This is the blanket that I made for the anniversary cakes from Yarnspiration. You can make this blanket with one of those big cakes. I think there's 18 ounces on them. I can't remember. I've got one way up there. I and cranberry. I was actually going to do a cranberry one for Christmas, but I already started a different Christmas blanket. So, but yeah, it's a really fun and neat and warm blanket. This is my blanket that I take from room to room. Because even in the summer with the air conditioner, sometimes I'm cold in the house. It's just because I got thyroid issues and Hashimoto's. So, but yeah. But it's a really easy, fun blanket, and you can find it on my YouTube channel in the blankets. Because I have, all my playlists. Go to the playlist, look for anniversary blanket, and you'll find it. Okay. Let's see. We got the winner. We got that yarn. Okay, let's talk about what we did this week for crochet patterns. I'm going to click back over here. You already saw those. This is our allspice hot pad, and it's made by making 2 of these squares. They're 7 inches, and you can see they're kind of pulled in here. That's the way I wanted it. It has those front post stitches here, and it's just really pretty. And I called it allspice because I'm using fall colors that look like spices. You got basil, paprika, salt. Is salt a spice? I just thought they were gorgeous. And this is the one that we did for our demo. And as I was doing this, and I thought, oh, that looks like Mardi Gras. But then I realized that looks like St. Patrick's Day. So, but I made these for fall, but you can make them any time of year. And they're really super, and you can do them different colors. You just use 100% cotton yarn. And I made them all different because like this one looks like this, and the back of it looks like this. You make 2 and you put them together, and it's a nice, thick hot pad or pot holder. Okay. I know I said I'm going to keep these. I'll probably give these to my sister. I like to give her my crochet stuff. She really appreciates it. All right. And so that's our allspice crochet pattern that it has. I had this long name I was going to name it. But anyway, I called it Allspice Granny Square Hot Pads. And I just love them. I think they're fun. And I like anything with granny squares. So, but you don't have to make hot pads. You can make a blanket. You can make a pillow. You can make a table runner. You can make anything that you want with squares. Anything you can make, bag with any squares. And if you don't want to use cotton because you're making a bag or a table runner, medium weight number 4 acrylic yarns work just fine. I just did cotton because I made it into a hot pad. Okay. I really like them. They're a lot of fun, and they're really fun to make because of the way that we do the center and stuff. They're just really fun. I just really enjoyed them. I like it when I do a pattern that I enjoy, not just something I got to get done. And most of the time, I do really enjoy what I'm crocheting. Years ago, when I used to be a tester for a couple of different people, I would be crocheting things, and I'm like, I don't even like this. So anyway, I have never had any of my testers say that to me though. So I have had some say, "Can we do it a different way?" And we learn from each other because they may have another way of doing a certain stitch or something to make it lay better. That's the great thing about having good testers. Okay, so did any? I want to know. Tell me in the comments if you participated in our mini mystery crochet along, the 1-day crochet along. I want to know if you participated. Come on, let me know if you did. Did you make one of them? I found it to be extremely fun. I really did. It was a simple pattern, really fun, and I just thought it would be something fun that we could do together. And that's why I did it as the way that I did, so that it is a live video, but it's a scheduled live video. And they call them premieres because you let them know ahead of time it's coming, and then you do it together. And hey, if you didn't post a picture on the Facebook page, post one here in the community. Okay? That's okay, Jennifer. If you want to do it later, same thing, Mary. If you don't have time right now, it'll always be there. I never take that sort of stuff down. A lot of people, after they do a mystery crochet along or something like that, they take it down. I never do. I want you to be able to do it anytime you want. And I even told you in the video, if you don't want to wait till the end to see what it is, just fast forward to the end, look at it, and then come back and do it. All right, so let me show you mine. I'm going to just set them over here real quick. I had so much fun with this, and I'm going to give you some options too about this, okay? So let me see. I don't know if I got him in the right spot here. Oh, I did. Let's move these yarns out of the way. All right, so what it was a little pumpkin. We used a popsicle stick. And all I did is I saved mine from my sugar-free popsicles. I buy these ones. They're called Outshine. And I get them at Aldi or Walmart. They're sugar-free fruity popsicle sticks. And I like them because they're a little bit shorter than like some of the fudge bars. And you just break them in half and you use half. Okay, so I had a lot of questions. I don't have any of those. What do I use for a stem? Well, there's lots of things that you can do. You can just go out in your yard and pick off some twigs. You can use a cinnamon stick. I don't use cinnamon sticks because I'm allergic to cinnamon. Okay? But you can use a cinnamon stick, and then it will make it smell really pretty when you set it around for decorations. Okay? And like I said, you know, you can go out in the yard and get a stick, but you can also get foliage from the store, you know, that has like little leaves or something from wherever they sell, you know, artificial flowers. You can do that. And then if you get one that has a leaf, then you don't have to make the curl in the leaf. It's really simple. Here's the traditional one that I did. I wanted to make sure I had a traditional one. I keep squishing them because I like them a little fatter. And of course, the amount of stuffing that you put in there is totally up to you. How much stuffing that you want to do, how fat you want to make them. And I thought, you know, this is a really cool way to get rid of a whole bunch of leftover yarn. And, you know, I made mine in solid colors. They're solids because that's what I had left over. You could do these in any of your variegated or striping or even make striped colors on them. You know, any colors that you want to. And I just thought it'd be a great idea just to sit around and make a whole bunch of them. And when people come to the door, give some pumpkins out, you know, and they can play around with them, throw them at each other if they want to, because they're just your leftover yarns, right? And if you do that, don't use a stick in the top, okay? Because I don't want kids hurting themselves. Yes, and you're right, Carol Donaldson. You can also just crochet a stem. That's super easy as well. Just like chain up 4, slip stitch down, attach it. You got yourself a stem, and you can do it in brown or whatever color. Just use your imagination. And the other thing was I did not put any faces on them. You can use sticky eyes. You can embroider some eyes, nose, and mouth or whatever that you want to decorate them. I just left it up to you. Okay? And I just thought it was super fun. Okay? It's just a simple little crochet pattern. Now, I put it in Ravelry for a free Ravelry download. Okay? So if you click on the YouTube video for the mystery crochet along, underneath that video, you'll have to look underneath it. There's a link that'll send you to either the blog, which has the pattern all written out with pictures, or you can go to Ravelry and you can download a free PDF file. Okay? And when I looked at it, there had already been 300 downloads. I think it was 301. So I thought that was really fun. That means people are enjoying it and having a good time with it. Because I do like to put out some free patterns like this every now and then. Okay, it got such a great result from both the YouTube and the blog and Ravelry. And so I am going to go ahead and do one in November. I've already been working on it and it's super cute. All right, and we're going to have it's a 1 video mini mystery crochet along. And we're going to do that in November. And then we're also going to do one in December. And there'll be something simple like this. Not a pumpkin, of course. Let me get a quick drink here. But this is kind of my thinking on this. A lot of people don't really like to do a long mystery crochet along because they don't know if they want to get involved in it if it ends up being something they don't want to do. Okay? But that's why I give you the option in the video that go ahead and fast forward to the end. It's not going to bother me a bit if you want to see what it is before you spend the time making it. But they'll all be projects that will use up leftover yarns because it doesn't take much and fun to do. Kind of like I said, I made 4 of these during watching my Hallmark mystery, okay? So basically about 25-30 minutes to make a pumpkin. and that's also with potty breaks, okay? Just to kind of let you know. Pipe cleaners, that's an excellent idea, Marlena. Pipe cleaners also make a really good stem. See, I get my best ideas from all of you. And speaking of that, before we talk about our next thing, I do want to ask you about, we talked last week about the 2026 year-long crochet along, and somebody mentioned that we should do an ornament of the month. And I think it's a really good idea. But I have some questions about what you would like to do with that, okay? Do you want it all to be Christmas? Or do you just want them to be hanging ornaments? So if you answer that question, I'll read through these and I'll see what you all are thinking. Because I think it's a really great idea. I like the idea that the crochet along be something that you can either do or not. You know what I'm saying? For instance, let's say I did an ornament. Here's my stress yarn. Let's say I did an ornament that looked like this. Well, maybe you don't like that. You don't have to do it, you know, but if you do like it, you can. Do you know what I'm saying? Something that you can decide to make or not. I've done crochet alongs in the past where we did a blanket and you do a new stitch each time, but and of course with that, you don't have to do every stitch. You can just do the ones that you like. But sometimes people feel like they're committed for the year. And I don't want you to feel like that. And they'll always be there, like I said, until YouTube dies. So anyway, give me some thoughts and ideas of some themes and some ideas that maybe you're looking for. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there also. All right, now the last thing that we did was yesterday. And we did the Autumn Breeze hat. And you can see it has, I call this leaves sort of, because I didn't want them to look like a diamond. And so we did it a little bit different. And I really love how it turned out. Let me turn it around. You've got 6 sleeves on your hat. It's really cute. And I like the idea of this because in the winter, we're always making really heavy hats. But if you're someone like me that likes to go out in the morning when it's cool, you may want to cover your ears or your your head, but you don't want a big, thick, heavy hat yet. And so this is a great hat for fall or spring when the weather's changing. It's not warm enough not to wear a hat, but it's not super cold yet. And so it's really, really cute. And this yarn is the Basics Trendy. Let me show you. You know what? I'll just put it over here, make it easier. Almost lost him behind my desk. Oopsie. All right, so this is the Premier Basics Trendy. It's a medium weight number 4. They're long striping yarns, but this is the one that I used, and it's called Desert Sands. And I thought it looked more like muted fall. I liked it that it wasn't like the deep fall colors, but more muted. And these are a couple other ones that I purchased. This one is called Watermelon, which I bought that because of all the yellow in there. I got a couple of those. And then I got this one. It's called, there it is, Pinata. Aren't those cool? These are very soft. And if you like the Basics yarn that are the solids and stuff from Premier, you'll really love these. And they're not that expensive. You get, I think there's 5 ounces on each one. You can make the hat for just half of one of those. Okay, actually, let's see. It took about 3 ounces to make the hat. So there's about 2 ounces left on here. Enough to make a nice little cow. I have some more of this yarn. I bought, I think, 6 of this color because I'm also making a blanket for fall that I'm going to have out in a couple of weeks. But these are really neat yarns. I really love them, and they're really soft, and they make a lot of really neat. I know in the past we've used yarns that were kind of scratchy, and we were constantly asking, how do I make them not scratchy? These are not scratchy at all. They are nice. They're medium weight, worsted, 100% acrylic. So anyway, I just wanted you to see a couple other colors that I had. But it's a medium weight number 4. And the truth is, you could make this. You could make this with cotton as well. If you want a cotton hat, you want it to be just a little bit cooler, not quite so sweaty on your head. you could do this hat in cotton. Just make it medium weight number 4 cotton. I don't suggest that you use the cottons that are like the kitchen cottons, like Peaches and Cream or Sugar and Cream, those type. I don't really like to use it. Now you could, but I don't really like to use those for hats and things like that. But the other ones that are like, I love this cotton, and I can't remember the Premier cotton one that's so soft. But I've used in the past to make hats, and it's really nice. So I just if you're going to use cotton, consider using a little bit softer cotton. And there's a lot of really nice ones out there that are medium weight number 4 cotton. So, and this hat would work perfect with medium weight number 4 cotton. Okay. Okay. So we talked about the mystery crochet along. We talked about the allspice and the autumn breeze, allspice hot pads and the autumn breeze hat. Now on Friday, this is Wednesday. On Friday, we're going to be doing our first Christmas pattern for this season. Now I know we did some Christmas back in Christmas in July for that week, but this is our first one. Y'all know I love Christmas, and I can't wait. I can't wait. There's too much that needs to be done, and we have to start doing it, okay? And one thing gotta clear my throat again. One thing I really want to stress is I realize other countries celebrate their holidays a little different than we do here in America. And I don't know all your customs. But I'm the kind of person that I don't think everything Christmas needs to be red and green, although I love red and green and white together. But I also like sparkly blues and lime green and pink, you know, so don't feel like you have to use, you know, when it comes to a lot of these patterns, that you have to use the same colors that I do. And I talk about this all the time. Just because I love yellow, that doesn't mean you have to love yellow. You know, I mean, I bought this one because it had so much yellow in it, you know. So, it's okay. I can't tell you how many times I get comments that say, I like that, but I don't care. That one person said the yellow is so off-putting, and I'm like, that's okay. It's all right. We all like different things, you know. Yeah, I'm not the traditional colors of Christmas. I love them, but I don't do everything that way, you know. And I love, this year I've noticed there's a lot of pastels out. For Halloween and for Christmas, there's lots of pastels. Light pinks and light yellow and light blue and light lavender. I love that. I think it's cool. You know, I've seen it for Halloween and for Christmas. And so I think that's cool. And that's okay. I mean, whoever said we had to have red and green for Christmas, right? But don't misunderstand me. I love red and green also. And the pattern we're doing Friday is going to be red and green and white, okay? All right, so it's just going to be a fun pattern. I wanted to do something quick and fun for Friday. And so I'm just giving you a heads up on it because it is going to be made with super bulky blanket yarn. And you're going to need some Christmas ribbon. All righty. Oh, and that's okay, Anna. It's okay. If you watched it, it's okay. Like I said, she's saying she watched it, but she didn't get a chance to make it yet. It's okay. I leave them up there so you can do it anytime you want to. If you don't get to it till next year, I'm okay. I don't care. It's just, I'm just trying to give us some fun. You know, I'm not into talking about politics on my blog at all. I'm not into talking about politics on my YouTube channel at all. I don't want to ever go there because this is our safe space. This is where we can talk about yarn and crochet. But I am going to say this, there's a lot of heaviness out there right now, you know? And again, and so what I'm trying to do is make our time light, you know, laugh, smile, tell some jokes, and do some fun patterns, okay? And that's what I'm all about, all right? And yeah. We're not going to go there. We're not going to, and that's why a lot of times, I've got my comments set really strict because I don't want any comments that are inappropriate or unkind or political to be on there. I just don't. That's not what this space is about. There's plenty of other spaces to talk about all that stuff. Okay. And everybody has their own ideas and thoughts on that. And that's why America's a free country. We have our own ideas. Okay. And so that's why this time we have together, I want it to be fun. I want it to be uplifting. I want us to laugh and enjoy ourselves. Someone commented a couple of weeks ago that they said, you need to stop with the fake laugh. I can't stand it, or something like that. And I said, I'm so sorry. This is my laugh and I can't stop it. I'm sorry you don't enjoy it. It's okay. One thing you're going to find out about me is I'm not an actress. I'm terrible at acting. I'm terrible at trying to be something that I'm not. I'm just me. I'm a little chubby 63-year-old. Oh, wait, am I 62 or 63? I can't remember. I was born in 1963. That tells, I think I'm 62. So anyway, my husband is 63. But anyway, I want this just to be a fun and happy place where all of us who love yarn and crochet can all be included and love it and have fun and just laugh. I wish I could hear you all laugh. Actually, I think that would be super fun to hear you all laugh. So you'll just have to listen to me laughing. All righty. I'm looking through here, seeing if anybody has any questions. Well, I'm so glad you all love it in here. I'm glad you love to laugh because I love yarn and I love crochet and I love talking about it. And to be honest with you, I have a lot of friends at church and, in my family and stuff like that. But they don't get me when it comes to crochet and yarn. Okay. My daughter does because she loves yarn and crochet as much as I do. But they love a lot of things I make for them, because I do give out a lot of shawls and I love giving things to my sister Gina that y'all met like last year. We need to do another one of those. I need to get her to come back down here. But anyway, they don't get me. They don't understand how much I love yarn and love to play with yarn and make things with yarn and squeeze yarn and dance with yarn. They don't get me, okay? But it's okay. You guys do. I feel like I have this whole Yarnie family right here. Alrighty, well, we're past our time. Don't forget to go and give Works of Whimsy Crochet by Jacki some crochet love. You'll find her link underneath this video. And don't forget to congratulate Joanne Thompson. If you know her, let her know. If not, she'll probably watch later. Joanne, underneath this video, go to my email and send me an email. Alrighty, congratulations. And I love you guys. You're the best. You really are. Here's my heart. I've been practicing that, by the way. I'll see you guys next time.